Excited for the webinar? This is going to be a very, very exciting webinar wherein we are going to take lots and lot of questions that you may have. So anything and everything that you think you have a doubt about, or you wish to be clarified, or you wish to have information about, you can always ask in this webinar. I want this webinar to be very, very interactive. And whatever questions that you may have, big, small, medium, anything that you would want to know, we will be talking about or will be taking up in this webinar. Padma, do let me know when you want me to start, and we'll get started right away. Whatever questions you may have, you may ask your questions, or you may put forward your questions. I will certainly answer them in this. So before we get started, can I have just a very brief introduction, your name and where are you from and what do you do? Yeah, hi Rohit. You're from Mumbai. All right, good. Ahmednagar, Maharashtra. Okay. Bhubaneswar, Mumbai. Jinsen from KL. KL means Kerala. KJ means Karnataka. Okay. Jinsen KJ. Okay, that's your name. I thought you are writing code of the state or something. All right, from Karnataka. From Chhattisgarh. From BCom first year from Kutch. Tanishka is from Hyderabad. Mervin from Bangalore. So we Anagha from Kerala. BCom second year. All right. Azam Haider from Lucknow. Kusuma from Karnataka. All right. Basically, we have covered Mumbai, we have covered Bangalore, we have covered Karnataka, then Delhi, then Jharkhand, Mysore, Kerala, Mangalore, Kutch, Gujarat. Okay, we have we're very diverse students from different. Okay, there's a student from Bid also. Chaitanya from AP. I think Chaitanya is a very popular name in AP. So if you just say my name is Chaitanya, I think everybody will guess it is from AP. It's like that. What about others? Did I miss out anyone? Arup Kumar Mandal from Jharkhand. Jharkhand, Ranchi, Bokaro, Jamshedpur. Okay, Dhanbad. Dhanbad is coal mines area, is it? Gopi is from Ranchi, Jharkhand. Okay. This webinar is about students who are in undergraduate or who are postgraduate or who are working. So this webinar will be addressing all such background students. You are undergraduate, postgraduate, or oh, we have multiple students from Kutch. Kutch is in Gujarat only, right? So Rajat from Calicut. Yes, I've been to Calicut many times. I've been to so many cities in Kerala, actually. Himachal Pradesh. Okay, when is the best time to visit Manali? Sir, I'm from Himachal Pradesh. Did I say I'm from Manali? No. So I don't know actually. All right, we will get started. All right, we will get started. We'll get started. Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to NorthStar. In this webinar, we are going to talk about why CMA USA. We are going to take lots and lots of questions. We are going to talk to you about what are the career prospects, what are the job prospects when you pass this course. We will also talk about what are the advantages, what are the opportunities, what is the timeline, what is the investment required, and how complicated or difficult it is to pass this exam in your very first go. At the end, I will also talk about how NorthStar takes up the CMA program, why we have been able to maintain an excellent passing percentage, almost double the average passing percentage across the world. We are also going to take a lot of questions and doubts that you may have about this course. And of course, most of your questions will get answered right today. In case some of your questions may or we could not take some of your questions, do not feel disappointed. We will also share a WhatsApp group wherein you can connect with the team, with the CMA team, and who can take your questions one-on-one. So any of you whose questions I may not be able to address today, please do not feel disappointed. Our team will certainly be by your side to address all that you need to know about this program. But before we get started with this, let me just briefly introduce myself. My name is M. Irfat. I am a chartered accountant. I am a CMA USA. I am a CMA UK. In addition, I hold another 4 degrees in finance and management accounting. I've been teaching over 2 decades now and is one of the most recognized, renowned faculty in the world of finance and management accounting, not just in India, but in most part of the world today. I've been honored with various awards and recognitions for my teaching excellence. Most recently, I was awarded Teaching Excellence Award by the Indus Global Foundation in Bangalore. So that's briefly my introduction. I have taught thousands and thousands of students in my teaching career. I have been one of the most senior faculty with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Bangalore branch, where I served for more than a decade as a faculty for advanced performance management for Chartered Accountants course for CA final. Do I teach CMA and only CMA? Answer is no. I teach many courses, domestic and Indian and international as well. But my core area or expertise is in management accounting and finance and some areas of FAR or financial reporting. So these are the broad areas that I teach, and that's all is my very core area. When it comes to management accounting or finance, I have been one of the most recognized faculty in India, and of course in many parts of the world, because I teach not just in India but in 34 plus countries where we have students from. The entire pattern of teaching that we adopt here at NorthStar is very conceptual, very comprehensive, and it is not about memory at all. So in none of our teaching methodology we use memory to make the students succeed in the exam, because memory is not what you require, particularly in CMA and CPA. What do you require? You require conceptual clarity. You require in-depth understanding of the subject. And that is why you will see that in all our batches, you will find lot of chartered accountants also there who needs that conceptual depth. Because CMA, CPA is all about conceptual depth. How deep is your concept? How strong are your concepts? In practical life, memory is not going to be used. Understanding concepts, understanding or having a conceptual clarity is what comes to play, and that is what keeps you ahead in the corporate world. CMA or CPA or any other finance course that you may wish forward or look forward to doing, let me make it very clear, it is all about concepts, because the exam pattern that the US adopts or most part of the world has today revolves not around memory at all. It all revolves around conceptual clarity, because MCQ format of questions has that important edge in it, the conceptual clarity, and we will always be focusing around that area. So that's briefly about who I am. And if you want to know more about me, you can always Google my name, M. Irfat, and you will know a lot about me. In this webinar, at the very beginning, let me tell you the topic of today's webinar is why CMA USA. Because we get most of our questions that we get from our students is why CMA USA? Why not something else? Why not ACCA? Why not CPA? Why not CIA? Why not FRM? Why not CIMA? Why not something else? CFA? So there are a lot of questions that we get from students, and I am here to clarify, because many of you must have thought about career progression. Many of you must have thought about what next can I do to brighten my future, brighten my experience, brighten my career. But many of you may be having this confusion or this dilemma in mind that, why not something else? Why this or why not that? Or maybe you may have already identified a few of courses and you may be a little confused about them. So here I'm going to talk about all the courses that you may have thought about and why CMA is one of the most preferred today. Let me begin by giving out a disclaimer that it is not just about CMA. It can be any courses. But what is the most important factor that you must look into is what I'm going to talk about. For example, some of you may have thought about CFA or CPA or many other courses. Let me tell you two things. First important thing that I want you to know is the timeline. Remember, timeline is very important. Each day of your life has a value. Each year has a value, right? Now, when I say about timeline, most of the foreign courses has a very condensed timeline. Means it does not require you to be studying for the next 5 years or 6 years to qualify for these exams. It has a very realistic timeline. But a lot of people would compare and tell you, something which is going to take 6 months or 8 months or 9 months, it may not have value. Now, let me tell you two things. First, in India, about the timeline. In India, there's, all of you are aware, there's something called chartered accountancy. I'm certain that all of you know what is a chartered accountancy course and how much time does a CA course take. Would you say 5 years? Answer is yes. It takes least minimum as 5 years. But on an average, who passes CA in 5 years? Almost very, very, very few. On an average, it takes approximately 5 to 8 years to become CA in case you have been successfully able to complete it. In case you have not been able to complete it, it takes much, it just goes on. It just goes on and on. Do you agree with me? Anyone who's from CA background, do you agree with me in this timeline, or do you think it is unrealistic timeline? Just let me know. Agree, not agree. Those of you who are from CA background, or those of you who know somebody doing CA, I'm sure you will agree that this is the timeline that it takes. All right. I myself is a chartered accountant, so of course I know, and I have taught thousands and thousands of CAs so far in my life. So this is the minimum timeline. Does anybody pass in 5 years? Answer is not really. Very, very few. Now, chartered accountants in India is basically the pillars of the economy, right? They are the pillars of the Indian economy. Fine. Now the same. Do you know who is the equivalent of CA in the US? Who are the exactly similar body in the US? It is called CPA, or Certified Public Accountants. This is regulated by ICAI in India, and this is regulated by AICPA in the US. Now, how much timeline CPA takes, or how much time does it take to become a CPA? You will be surprised. In case you are not aware, it takes approximately 12 months. It takes 12 months to 18 months to become a CPA. 12 to 18 months to become a CPA. All right. Now, 12 to 18 months is on the higher side. There has been people, including me, who have passed one paper in just 1 month time. All right. So there are a lot of people who have been able to complete CPA in just 4 to 6 months. That is also there. Like there are people who completed CA in 5 years. There are people who completed CPA in just 4 months. All right. How much time did I take? Somewhere around this time only. Fine. So it takes, let's say, 4 months, but let's not stick to 4 months. Let's stick to 12 to 18 months. And this is about Indian economy, and they are controlling US economy. We for certain know which economy is going to be much bigger today. Of course, the US economy is much bigger compared to the rest of the world economy, including India. Now, why am I telling you this? Because a lot of people have this apprehension. The longer the time, the better it is. This is the major perception a lot of people have. Since it is taking 5 to 8 years, it has more value. Since it is taking 12 to 18 months, it does not have credibility. People don't have knowledge. They are not so good as chartered accountants in India. Not at all. It has nothing close to reality, because with this much knowledge or this much timeline, they are able to control much bigger economy. And of course, we will agree that US regulators are much stronger than the Indian regulators. In fact, many of the provisions in the Indian regulations are exactly copy paste from the US. For example, 49A listing agreement. This entire listing agreement which SEBI follows, it is copied from the US regulations. All right. So there are many things which we have just copied from there's nothing wrong in copying. But what I'm trying to tell is, if something is good, we should adopt it. There's nothing wrong in copying, of course. But what I'm trying to say here is that please, at the very beginning, do not attach significance or importance or the earning potential of any course by just the timeline. It takes lesser, so lesser valuable. It takes more, so more valuable. No, it is untrue. It is completely untrue. Now, since I have told you about this, I'm sure you have got the perception here, because like I said, time is not what you should always look at. There are many other factors that you should look at. Now, CPA and CMA, I didn't want to compare which is better. I just wanted to tell you that timeline is not something that has to be compared. Everything else can be right? But not the timeline. Now, let's come back to hear what we are talking about today. But at the very beginning, let me reinforce this belief in you that it is not just about CMA, that, why CMA? It is about why a professional course. And out of so many professional courses, why CMA can be a focus point for many of you. First thing, let me tell you, any professional course that you take today, any professional course, it is not important to begin. It is what is important, joining a course, beginning a course, or finishing a course? Answer is, the most important is definitely not joining the course. The most important is finishing a course. It is most important that you finish a course. Second thing, yes, I will finish it, but in what timeline? By what time? So second important thing that you must look at is the timeline. I've written many blogs around it also, because many students get confused. Should I join for ACCA, CMA, CPA, CI? What should I join? So I will talk to you about what are the factors that you must keep in mind before choosing a course. So second is the timeline. The third thing is the investment. How much investment you are going to make? It always boils around investment, because you cannot join a course which takes lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of rupees, right? Unless you have so much money at disposable, unless you are willing to invest so much and risk with so much money. The fourth important factor that you should look at is the job opportunity. All right. And not the least, but one of the very significant factor is the passing percentage. If you have looked at these things, I'm certain that you will never do a mistake. Now, when I say never do a mistake, what does it mean? It means that I have seen many students, they will come, they will get counseled, all right, they will get counseled, but they will still want to stick to what they want to do. For example, they have come for counseling for X particular course, one particular course. And based on their profiling, we may tell them that this is not something that will match your current position. And they have gone, many students have gone ahead with it. And we have seen that 90% of the time, they have not succeeded in this. They have just not succeeded in this. For example, I will tell you one student who had come to us who said, I want to do CA, and he was 32 years old. So a 32 years old guy having a full-time job, having wife, having children, wants to do a CA. Now, when I talked to him about it, because he had come to meet me, so I had given an appointment, so I said, let's meet. And when I talked to him about it, I realized that he does not know anything about articleship. He does not know anything about articleship. In fact, he had heard about it, but he had not given it a thought. Now, all of you will agree that, in CA articleship, there is a 3 years period, and you get paid how much? You get paid approximately 5 to 10K. 5 to 10K. That much you are paid. That's all you are paid. Now, at 32, can you start your CA and go for 3 years articleship and get paid 5 to 10K? In 5 to 10K, you will eat, your wife will eat, or your children will eat. Who will eat out of the three? So when I talked to him about articleship, he said, sir, I know, yeah, I have heard about articleship, but can you explain it? I said, you may have heard about articleship, but have you heard that you are paid this much? He said, oh yeah, actually I had heard, but I never gave it a thought. Now imagine if this guy had joined for CA. What would have happened? Nothing would have happened. After 2-3 months, he would have realized that he has taken a very wrong decision. So the point here is not about the course. The point here is what is the age group you belong to, what timeline you have, what targets you have, what amount of money you are willing to invest, and of course, what is the success possibility. Now, let me tell you, CMA, out of all the other courses in the world of finance and management accounting, which is for middle level management, if you are willing to grow to a middle level management, all right, if you are willing to grow to a middle level management with a decision making role. All right, not basic accounting and entry role, bookkeeping role, where you are passing entries, maintaining books, filing GST returns. If you are looking for decision making role, where you are not doing the accounting, you are taking decision about the company. What kind of decision? A simple decision that helps the company grow, a simple decision that makes the company become profitable. Basically, you are running the company. So if you are looking at those kind of decisions or decision making role, then this is the course that you can certainly think about. Now, first, when I compare this with many other courses that has similar profiling, CMA takes approximately 6 months to 8 months to complete. It takes 6 months to 8 months to complete the entire course. All right. What is the syllabus? I will talk about the syllabus. I'll take you through the entire syllabus. So first, 6 to 8 months, that let me put it in the timeline. 6 to 8 months it takes to complete the entire course. Part 1 and part 2. It has 2 parts. So what is the possibility that you will join and finish? Answer is, with NorthStar, let me tell you, it is 78% to 83% possibility that you will be completing the course in this timeline. 78 to 83% possibility that you will complete the course within 6 to 8 months. What is the investment? The total investment that you need to make in CMA is comparatively least compared to ACCA, compared to CIMA, compared to CPA, compared to your CFA, compared to FRM. So compared to many other courses, it is going to be the least minimum investment. If you compare with CA also, if you compare with company secretary or CIMA or ICWAI India or CMA India, what we call it generally, if you compare with any of these courses, it is going to be the least investment. Next, what about the job opportunity? I will take you through job opportunities. I will take you through job opportunities in India as well as globally. I'll take you through the job opportunities available for CMA in India, and of course globally. I will also take you through the salary profile, what kind of salary CMAs are earning in India and globally. These are not survey done by NorthStar. These are survey done by the Institute of Management Accountants, which is a body which regulates the entire CMA course. What is the passing percentage? Forget NorthStar. If I talk to you about global passing percentage for CMA is approximately 45%. That is a global international passing percentage. But with NorthStar, the passing percentage is at, like I said, almost double the global passing percentage. We have passing percentage of 78 to 83%. In some of the exams, we have exceeded even 89% passing percentage. So this is about it. Now, if I compare with any other course, CMA is a very good fit. Now, like I said, I will not restrict myself just to CMA. I will talk to you about why CMA today. Now, like I said, it is not about joining a course. It is about passing a course. When you start your career, or when you want your first job opportunity, or when you want your career to grow faster, when you want to grow to the next level in the management. If you are a fresher, this is what you are looking for. If you are a working professional, you are looking at growth. I'm certain you are looking at growth, because that is something going to be. I will take you through the previous slide once again, but let me spend a couple of minutes here. So when you are looking at first job, you are an undergrad. This is what I'm presuming. Right? You are an undergrad. Now, how does CMA help you here? When you are joining your first job opportunity, those of you who are already working, please correct me if I am wrong, and please give me a thumbs up if what I am saying makes sense to you. Now, if I'm wrong, it's perfectly fine. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm right, just put a thumbs up that yes, it makes sense. Now, when you go for a first job, there are two things. You can go to the first job as just a graduate, or you can go to your first job as a graduate plus plus a professional certification that you have got. Now, why is it very important to join your first job with something like this? Two reasons. First is, in your college, if there are 1000 graduates, you are just one of them. You are just one of them. If in your college, if there are 1000 graduates, you are not just one of them. You are somebody who will be highlighted and identified in the campus placement. The employer will look upon you with with lot difference. Your first job, if these guys are starting their first job with X salary, you are certainly going to start with X plus salary. Now, what is the importance of starting with X plus salary? Your next salary growth here depends upon X and further. Here, your next salary growth is already higher than this, and it will grow better and faster. Because simple, suppose your first salary, let's say 1 lakh is your first salary. All right, just 1 lakh. All right, very basic. Even if it grows at 10%, it will be 1 lakh plus 10%. Suppose it grows at 1,50,000. Here also they get 10% growth. This growth is definitely going to be better than this growth, because you just joined as a graduate and no other qualification certification that you possess. You are just one among so many thousands and thousands of students. Here you are highlighted. You are different compared to all. Now, sir, but why CMA? Can I join something else? Of course you can join. But the problem is, when you sit for your campus placement, any other course, for example, ACCA, all right, for example, CIMA, all right, for example, CFA or CPA, CFA and CPA, you will not be able to do it because you are not eligible to do unless you complete your graduation. You are not eligible. So let's not talk about these two. For example, ACCA, CMA, or any other course, you will not be able to complete within your graduation timeline because it takes a little longer. Now, any course which is incomplete, which is unfinished, employer is never going to give you any weightage for that. No weightage is given generally by the employer unless you have completed those courses. CMA, you will certainly be able to complete. It is definitely going to give you lot of weightage in your first job. Now, second one, if I talk to you about those of you who are already working, you are looking at faster growth, right? You are looking at growth. When you have a problem today, sir, my stomach is paining, sir, my head is paining. Your head is paining. I'm giving you a medicine and telling you, come eat this, and in 10 days, your pain will disappear. You will eat that medicine or you will stare at me? You will just stare at me and will be like, is he a doctor or is he a fraud? Because you have a pain today and I am giving you a medicine which is going to work after 10 days. Is that a medicine? Is that what you are looking for? Answer is certainly no. You are looking for something which is going to fix your problem right now. Suppose I tell you, you are looking for growth. Welcome. Congratulations. Now, I am going to tell you a course which is going to take huge investment, and I'm going to tell you a course which is going to take at least 3 years to maybe 5 years. 3 to 5 years it is going to take. You want to fix the problem right now. I am telling you, join a course which is going to take 3 years to 5 years, because I'm thinking about myself. I'm not thinking about you. How am I thinking about myself? Because these courses are expensive. I need to make money for my company. So I have to think about myself. I'll tell you, no, join this, join this, join this. But here at NorthStar, we are not doing this. We are always going to keep you first. So we are never going to tell you about a course which is 3 years to 5 years, because the problem is today, the solution has to be given today. Once you have got the solution, your career will start growing at a faster rate. Once it grows, earn money, make more money, be more confident, and then you join for any course which is, even if it is taking 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. I will not suggest 5 years, but yes, even if it is taking 2 years time, I will tell you that go ahead with it. In fact, you would want to go ahead with it because you are now having the money, resource, and the confidence of completing those course. And you are not stagnated. You are already growing in your career with the newly acquired knowledge and qualification. And there is where CMA plays a very, very important role. You have a problem, fix that problem first. Fix that problem first. Your roof is leaking. Don't demolish the roof and make the new roof. It is going to take 4 months. First, fix that leak, and then think of building a new ceiling. But first, that problem has to be fixed. And here, CMA gives us that timeline, gives us that opportunity to fix those problems in the shortest possible time. Now, those of you who wanted me to show this slide, once again, you can take a screenshot of this. You can use it, or if you have questions, I will stop or pause for 2 minutes to take some of your questions. But all your questions I will be taking at the question answer session of this webinar. I will be talking about from master's angle also. Like I said, I'll be taking all your questions today. Any question before I proceed? With us, the passing percentage is 78 to 83% with NorthStar. There is no passing percentage declared by IMA on a country or region basis. So we have to maintain our own database to understand our own passing percentage. What are the job opportunities after US CMA? I will talk to you about job opportunities. If you are in the last semester of a bachelor's program, you will be, as on today, you will be a student. Is there any exemption in CPA? If we'll talk about, yes, this is a very interesting question. I will talk about this. I will certainly talk about this. Do you have articleship? Answer is no. There is no concept of articleship in CMA. In CPA also, there is no concept. Masters and CMA USA can be balanced. Answer is 1000%. 1000%. I'm a PGT Commerce and reputed institution. Am I eligible? Answer is yes, as long as it is. I'm not sure what does PGT means, but as long as it is equivalent to a graduation, it is possible. C, articleship work will be counted as work experience. How will CMA help in our job for decision making? This is very exciting. I'm going to have a webinar where I'm going to talk about the practical application of CMA. I'm going to very shortly going to have a webinar on this. You may be any background, as long as you are a graduate, you are eligible, or you are going to complete graduation in the next 7 years, you are eligible. So being a graduate is not important. 12 pass is important. To pursue this course, it takes 12. You need to be a 12 pass out students. How much time it takes to complete the course? 6 to 8 months time it takes to complete the course. I have completed my graduation this year. Is it right time to pursue this course? Answer is this is the second best time. The first best time is while doing graduation. While doing graduation is the first best time. The second best time is after passing graduation. The third best time is while you are working. Can MBA and CMA be done once? Answer is we have a dual program wherein you can do MBA and CMA through NorthStar. All right, through NorthStar, and we will give you will give you a lot and lot of I will talk about it. Which is better, CMA India or CMA USA? Answer is both are good. I don't think there is a need for any comparison between CMA India and CMA USA. It just depends upon your preferences and your priorities in life. And it also depends upon how much timeline you have and how much investment you are trying to make. What is the age that you are currently sitting at? That is also important. So based on these factors, you can choose which one is better, CMA India or CMA USA. How many papers are there in CMA USA? There are 2 parts in CMA USA. There are 20 parts in CMA India. All right. In CMA India, in the same line, there are 20 papers in CA, Chartered Accountants course. But in US CPA, there are 4 papers. All right. So 4 papers and 20 papers, 2 papers and 20 papers. There is no comparison. I'm doing Indian CMA. Am I eligible? Answer is yes, you are certainly eligible. There are many students who are chartered accountants or who are CA final or who are CMA India or pursuing CMA India in the CMA program. You will find many in our batch only. Passing CMA, can I get? You don't need certification to apply to sit for campus placement. You don't need certification. You need to pass the exam and you are eligible for opportunities, job opportunities. You don't need to go for certification to get opportunities. Will this require more hours of study? Answer is okay. I have got a lot of questions. Let me take you through. Can you please just 5 minutes or sometime we will pause the questions and I will take you through more detailed program. In this webinar, we are going to just talk about CMA. And like I said, how is it connected in decision-making role, opportunities, and that in the upcoming webinar, I'm also going to teach CMA or take you through the syllabus in little length. So that webinar is going to be little longer. It will be around 2.5 hours webinar where we are going to learn the subject as well. Because many students have this doubt, will I be able to learn? Will I be able to learn? That's a very genuine question actually. So what we have thought is we are going to have a webinar wherein we are going to learn the subject on the go so that you get first-hand experience as to how complex or difficult the CMA can be. And to your surprise, I'm going to teach the toughest part of the CMA program. The most difficult part of CMA I'm going to teach in the next webinar. All right, let's continue with this. CMA NorthStar Academy is one of the approved partner in the world for CMA. We through our approval with IMA, we are a global partner today, wherein we can teach CMA not just in India, but we can teach in any part of the world through our global partnership. So we have been teaching CMA not just in India, but in 34 plus countries across the world. You name a country which speaks English, and we have been training students in those countries as well. Not just that, why CMA? Because it has the highest level of certification in management accounting in the world. It is a very good global recognition. Not just India recognizes this profession, but most part of the world today recognize the CMA profession. It has a very good growth in terms of salary. If you are looking at salary growth, if you are looking at a better opportunity, as per the survey, it gives 60% more salary than a non-CMA. It is one of the shortest, not one, it is indeed the shortest professional course in the world today with that kind of a knowledge. What is management accounting? Now, you see financial reporting or financial accounting. All of you must have heard balance sheet, trading and a profit and loss account, and income statement, balance sheet, different words, right? But management accountant, what is management reporting or what does management accountant do? So remember, management accounting is a much wider role than financial accounting, because financial accounting deals only with a restricted area of accounting, recording, preparation of the books of accounts. Management accounting goes much beyond this, and that is why I tell you it is a decision-making role. Why? Because management of a company are the heart of the company. They take decisions for the company because they run the company. Example, who is the management? The board of directors of the company. How does board of directors take decisions? The board of directors take decision based on various reports that we generate, that we create. Example, the profitability statement, which is also coming through the financial reporting. But financial reporting tells you profitability about the company. Does it tell you profitability about a particular product? How this particular product is profitable? Answer is no. Who does this? The management accounting team does this. How about budgeting? The management accounting team does it. How about cash budget? Management accounting team. How about launching a product launch? How about pricing a product? How about expansion? How about expansion? Expanding into the new market, entering the new zone, new region. How about that? Who does all this? All these are done by management accountant because they are directly working for the management of the company. They are directly involved in day-to-day decision-making activity. Initially, as a fresher, you will be working to create or to maintain reports for the management. And once you excel that, you will be the person who would be at a managerial position. Will CMA help? Answer is it is one of the courses which gives you a huge in-depth. In my students' language, if I tell you, there has been hundreds of students who have come back and said, sir, you know, I was doing something. I was doing this in office. I was doing this in office. I was doing this in office. But today I got to know why was I doing that? What was the objective of what we were doing? So here you are not just going to learn what you need to do. You will also learn why were you doing in case you are already working. So it's going to be huge knowledge addition. Much beyond CMA. Let me stress on this point, much beyond CMA, because in CMA, certainly the amount of knowledge, the amount of learning that you will have, all of you will pass CMA. You will, quite confident. When I say 78 to 83% passing percentage, I talk about the first attempt passing percentage, not the second or the third attempt. If I tell you that multiple attempts, will you pass in case you are the one who did not? Answer is yes, you will. So it's very little chance, very negligible that you may not be able to succeed in this course because it's very interesting when you get inside. Career, some of the career opportunities as a fresher, you join as a financial analyst, you can grow to cost accountant, treasurer, controller. You can become an internal auditor with focus on management accounting role. Of course, you can be a CFO, but today you pass, tomorrow you'll be a CFO. No, let's not dream just like that. But yes, you will be eligible to at least grow to a VP finance, to a CFO level. But if you want to make your growth faster, CMA and CFO, if you want to make that journey faster, you will have to add many more qualifications to your name, such as CPA, to grow to this level a little faster. Syllabus, I will take you through the syllabus a little later, but just remember it has part 1 and it has a part 2 in the syllabus. What are all this? I will talk about this. Now, when I say, in fact, we pride in our results, we pride in the way we teach CMA. How do we do or maintain such results? We will talk about this. What are the process of becoming a CMA? You need to register with IMA, and then you need to decide how are you going to go for the training for it. Do you want to go for self-study program? We have a self-study program wherein you can study at your own pace. You can study at your pace. You are a fast learner, go faster with this. You are a moderate learner. You have 1 hour every day, you have 3 hours every day, whatever time you have, you study at your own pace. We have an entire program already prepared where there are hundreds and hundreds of students studying CMA at their own pace through our self-learning program. If you want to go for a comprehensive teaching with our NorthStar, live interactive comprehensive learning, you can join the live interactive session all that you need to be is a 12 pass. If you are a 12 pass, you are perfectly eligible to join our CMA program. What are the exam window? All the foreign courses, in fact, most of the foreign courses are designed keeping you in mind. CPA, CMA, or in most other courses you take, it is designed keeping you in mind, and it gives you a lot of flexibility. So CMA, you can write the exam on any day in the month of January. You can write the exam on any day in the month of February. So approximately you get 60 days in each window. You get 60 days in each window to write the exam. You want to write the exam on any of these days. For example, 16th of January is your birthday. You want to write the exam on this day to make it memorable for yourself. Can you write it? Answer is yes, I did that. I wrote my exam on my birthday. So did I pass? Of course, yes. So you can write the exam on your birthday. You just need to fix the date of your choice, the slot of your choice, and then you can write the exam. You want to write the exam on 3rd of May or 3rd of June, you can write the exam on 3rd of June. So out of 12 months, you get 6 months in a year to write the exam. All right, to write the exam. Fine. So you have a lot of flexibility in terms of dates, in terms of time. Can you write on a Sunday? Answer is yes. You can write in any day of within these windows: January, February, May, June, and September, October. Today we are having a webinar for which exam window? We are having this webinar particularly for January, February window. So those of you who are aspiring to pass the exam by January, February, will you be passing both the papers in January, February? Answer is no. You'll be passing one paper in January, February, and another paper in May, June. So by June, maximum, max to max, by June, you will all be a CMA. That's my promise. Requirement for CMA certification. I will talk about this a little later once again. But about NorthStar, we are one of the most appreciated and recognized partners for not just CMA, for many other courses. I'm restricting myself to CMA today. We have trained thousands and thousands of students for CMA. We have placed hundreds of students for these programs in many companies, corporates. We have been recognized as one of the best training institute by Indian Education Awards in 2020. We have also received a Best Emerging Educational Institution Award by the Indus Global Foundation in the year 2017. And a lot more awards and recognitions are going to come to us in the way. How do we make it possible? This is a very important question. How do we create such massive passing percentage? So we have students from commerce background, we have students from arts background, we have students from science background. We have students from every walk of life. You may be any background. We start all our courses from basics. So whether you know commerce, whether you know accounting, whether you know finance, good. If you don't know, you are the best person, because filling an empty glass is much easier for us. But keeping everybody in mind, we start every class from the basics. We call it back to basics, where everything is going to start from the basics, right from the ABC of finance and management accounting. If you are a non-commerce background, we will also teach you the basics of accounting. Sir, how basics? Journal entry. We will have a separate basic class for you, which will talk to you, where we will train you about basics of accounting, right from journal entry, ledgers, bookkeeping, accounting, balance sheet preparation, and entire financial reporting part. So you will learn in case you are not from arts, commerce, or science background, or in case you want a brush up with the concepts once again. Not just that, we teach the comprehensive program. There are many providers in India and across the world which are a review course providers. We are not one of them. We were providing review course for a while, but when we stopped it completely because it does not give us results. It did not give us the desired result that we were looking forward to. In the review course, the entire CMA is taught in 50 to 70 hours. The entire CMA is taught in 50 to 70 hours. What is the review course? It's a fancier name for a fast track course or a crash course. Is it good? Answer is it is okay for a chartered accountant. It is okay for a CA who knows quite a lot of things and they can go for a fast track course. But for a non-CA, this is going to be suicide. And it has been suicide for many students who have joined us from other institutes because they did not do the research and they just compared the fees here, fees there. Oh, this is 5,000 lesser. Okay, let's join this. Or this is 10,000 cheaper. Let's join this. That's all they did. They did not look at anything else. And this is the major blunder which people do. If some institute is expensive, you need to know why are they expensive, because certainly they know that there is another one which is charging lower fees. So we are providing a comprehensive course which goes to 150 plus hours. It is 150 plus hours. Approximately it will be 170 hours. All right, because we are going to cover everything. We are going to cover 100 plus case study questions. We are going to cover 500 plus MCQ questions in the class. All right. So in the entire lecture, we are going to cover 100 plus case study in each part. So part 1, 100 plus and 500 plus, and part 2, 100 plus and 500 plus. That many questions that we address in the comprehensive program. NorthStar is the only institute in India which provides its own study material. We provide our own study material, and this is not handout or leaflets that is given in the class. This is a proper bounded books that you get from NorthStar. Why these books are very important? Because these books are written by written by NorthStar, particularly me, which is written in a very simplified language. After every concept, there are questions. After every big concept, there are case study questions. So you learn a concept, you solve question, you learn a bigger concept, you solve a case study questions around it. In the books, which most publishers have, they have concept of our 10-15 pages. 10 concepts have been taught, and then questions on the basis of all the concepts together. All the concepts together, you have forgotten the concept only by that time. So we have completely rewritten the entire book in a very simplified language so that you learn a concept, you solve question, you feel confident, you go to the next one. And it is going to be one book for each section. Part 1 has 6 sections, so you get 6 books of this. Part 2 has 6 sections, so you get 6 books. Oh my God, 12 books you are going to study? No. 12 books, we have made it 12 books because it's very easy to carry on the go. You can put it in your bag, you have some time, you can study it. So we have made each section as one book, which on an average is around 60 pages. 60 to 75 pages is one book. So it's not like something very big. It's very easy to carry. That's why we did it, so that it's easy for you to fit in the bag. In case you don't want to carry your books in the bag, we have an option for you, and we call it Pocket Classroom. In the Pocket Classroom, the entire lecture what you are attending, the entire course is going to be in your mobile phone. Not just the lectures, not just the videos. You will have every book that we are going to give out in your mobile phone. You'll have all the books in your mobile phone. You'll have all the lectures in your mobile phone. You can write all tests in your mobile phone. So all that you need to is a headphone. That's all you need, because the entire course is going to be in your mobile phone. You can use it in your tablet as well, in case you want a bigger screen. To pass, what do you need? You just need the motivation. That also we will give you in the class. So you want to pass, we have made it possible through the Pocket Classroom. Be always exam ready. In your Pocket Classroom or in your every lecture, we are going to teach, suppose, one topic. Topic 1 has been taught. After topic 1, there is going to be a test of topic 1. Topic 2 has been taught. there is a test for topic 2. So after each topic, there is going to be a test which is going to keep you always exam ready. There are many tests that we have kept after each topic so that we can constantly monitor your performance. We can constantly see where you are going wrong. So there are many tests that we have done for each topic. So are you always exam ready? Answer is certainly yes. Not just that, when you are writing tests, there is an NSS scoreboard wherein you will be able to see your progression, how your progression has been. Is it improving constantly? Is it not improving? Is it very slowly improving? All that you will be able to see so that you know how prepared, how well you are prepared for the exam. If the graph has been moving quite sharply, you are doing it right. If the graph is little slow, you need to put in a little more efforts to your study. All this helps you monitor your performance. And at the end, we are the only institute not in India. We are the only institute in the world. And I repeat it, I can repeat it a million times. We are the only institute in the world which provides 100% syllabus coverage, not just MCQ questions, not just case study questions, but every concept, every theory, every practical part, every practical concept. We are going to provide you 100% syllabus coverage because it's a comprehensive course. It's not a crash course with NorthStar. End-to-end support. When you join us, we provide you end-to-end support right from day one till the day end. And when is the day end? There's no day end because it's day end. Because when you are part of NorthStar, you remain part of NorthStar for your life. You become part of our alumni group, how you call it. So you become part of the alumni group. You become part of the mentor team in case you want to act as a mentor while you're working. You can dedicate some time and be a mentor for many more students to come in. There are many benefits that you get as being a mentor of the future CMA students, and it just requires a 1 hour, 2 hours commitment per day if you want to, or per week if you choose those options. We provide you your campus placement, we provide you registration, your exam booking, your campus selection, your center identification, your exam date, your exam slot. Everything is going to be provided or supported from our the support team will be there with you throughout this entire program. Like I said, how much time does it take? So certification is one part of it, passing is one part of it. You need to pass the exam to be eligible for joining employment. All right, once you have passed the exam, you are good to go. There is no articleship required. But if you have completed your graduation and if you have got 2 years of work experience, either already or in the next 7 years, so you get 7 years. Example, you have passed this exam in 2022 plus 7 years means 2029 you can apply for your certification. Can you apply right now also? Answer is yes. You can apply right now also after you have passed, provided you are already a graduate and you already have 2 years of work experience. In case you are not a graduate or in case you don't have 2 years work experience, it's perfectly fine. You have 7 years time to do this. Means by 2029 you need to have these two done to get certified. But whether you get certified or you don't get certified, the moment you have passed, you are a CMA already. All right. Questions. You may have a lot more questions. I'm going to take a few more questions and then I will take you to the global salary survey, Indian salary survey. I'm also going to tell you through the exam syllabus and little more about surveys, about question pattern, about a little more. But few more questions. How much daily time should we, if you are looking at January, February window, on an average, you are expected to put 2 to 3 hours of study time every day. 2 to 3 hours of study time every day. If you are able to put that timeline, you are certainly going to pass this in your first go. Want to make sure that you only teach or take or teach all the subjects? Answer is 90% of the CMA is finance and management accounting. So as long as finance and management accounting area is concerned, I am going to take those area. In CPA also, CPA I teach 2 papers in CPA, FAR and BC. BC and FAR I teach in CPA. I'll talk to you about the fees. There is a very important, interesting thing that I'm going to tell you about the fees, because through this webinar, I'm going to make it very affordable, because in the normal, the pricing for CMA is very different. Through this webinar, we are going to offer a very huge bulk discount or combo discount that we are going to offer, and I'm going to talk about that. You don't have to worry. All our classes are online classes. There is no physical class. It's completely online, live, interactive sessions. All right, so it's not going to be like you are from Lucknow or you are from some other part of the world, you can't attend. We have students from Canada, we have students from US, we have students from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Kuwait, Sharjah. We have students from Oman. We have students from Dibjoti. Dibjoti, what is that? That's a country in Africa. We have students from South Africa. We have students from Australia. We have students from Pakistan, Bangladesh. We have students from, name a country, as long as they speak English, we have students. Do you have to go outside India to write exam? Answer is no. Exam centers are in all major cities in India. How can I join? We will be sharing the link with you. We'll be sharing the link with you. You can join through that link. Syllabus, I will be talking to you about syllabus today only. Entire syllabus I will be taking about. Is there any exemption in CPA? Do you have any student from Tamil Nadu? Answer is, how many you want to meet? You tell me the count, I will make you meet. And which city in Tamil Nadu do you want to meet? You tell the city, we will make you meet. In fact, which city in India do you want to meet? We will tell you, we will connect you to those students. Any part of India you want to meet, we can. If you want to meet students from Kashmir of India and Kashmir of Pakistan also, we can make you meet. Which countries abroad? We have a placement team who will take care of all of your placement needs. Which countries abroad? See, immediately, if you are looking at Middle East is very good, very good. In fact, their job opportunities are not job opportunities. The salary is much better than salary for CMA in India. You will certainly be CMA by 2022, 100% yes, because this batch is all about that. CPA syllabus is too lengthy. Answer is, I don't think it is too lengthy. I think it needs a strategy. I don't think it is too lengthy. It needs a strategy. How lengthy can 4 papers be? Not very lengthy. Trust me, it's not very lengthy. What will be the fees? I will take you through the fees. Do we license of CPA in India? Of course, you get license for CPA in India. Of course, you get. Am I Indian CMA inter students? Is it possible to map both degrees? Answer is 100% yes, it is possible because of the flexibility in the exam dates. In India, which has value, both has value. There is no fight, there is no comparison between both. Both has very good value. I don't think one has more or less. I don't think that is a valid argument. We start all our batches from part 2. We start all our batches from part 2. There is a batch starting from 25th. There's a batch starting from 25th of October. We always start from part 2. So why do we start from part 2? There's a logic. There's a logic why we start from part 2. I will take you through that logic as well. Why do we start from part 2? I'll talk to you about fee structure. All right, fine. Anything more? Can CPA be? Any age criteria? No, there is no age criteria at all. There is no age criteria at all. All right, I have talked to you about all this. Now I'm going to take you through some more important areas. More important areas about job opportunities, about books, about our study material. I'm going to talk to you about a lot of things. So marketing unfortunately is not covered as a work experience when you talk about CMA. It needs a work experience in finance domain, finance or accounting domain. Marketing domain is generally not preferred. Becker books are good. Answer is Becker book for CMA. Becker has come up with CMA book just last year. Last year they published their books for CMA for the first time. All right, Becker published the books for CMA for the first time last year. Wiley had there was no book for Wiley till today. Wiley published their book this year. This year Wiley has published their book for CMA. All right, so last year Becker published the book, and this year Wiley has published the book for the first time. All right, so far whatever book Wiley was publishing, that was an IMA publication which was published by Wiley. They were not Wiley books. Those were IMA content. Copyright was IMA, and it was just printed by Wiley. All right, so this year first time Wiley has written its own book on CMA, and last year Becker wrote its own book for CMA for the first time. Which is the oldest publisher, or which is the oldest content provider for CMA in the world? The oldest content provider for CMA in the world is Gleim. All right, Gleim. They wrote the first book. The first book for CMA was written by Gleim. Now, exemption. Let me talk about exemption. CMA and CPA. CMA and CPA has 40% syllabus in common. Whatever you are going to study in CMA, particularly through NorthStar, whatever you are going to study in CMA, 40% of it is also there in CPA, particularly through NorthStar, because when we focus most of our students, almost 60% of our students who go for CMA, after passing CMA, go for CPA. We know this. That 60% of our students who have passed CMA will go for CPA. We know this. So what we do is, when we are teaching our CMA, we ensure that those areas are well taught to them, so that they are confidently able to pass CPA as well. So we ensure that we give them in-depth knowledge so that they confidently pass their CPA also, because we know ultimate objective after CMA becomes CPA. Sir, why don't people jump into CPA directly? Because they are intelligent, they are not dumb. Because they are not dumb, that is why they don't jump into CPA directly. Why? Because CPA is very expensive. It's so expensive. You can't invest so much money together into one. So that's why most people don't jump. Plus, they have never experienced a US US exam ever in life. This will be the first time they want to experience. You cannot put into stake so much money and say, let me try. No, it will be a dumb decision of trying. CMA and CPA has exactly same exam pattern. Exactly same exam pattern. Same exam center. Similar syllabus with 40% common content. And that is why most smart people go through this route from CMA to CPA. Many institutes who particularly offer CMA also and CPA also will always ask you to go for CPA first. Always. Why? Because the CPA fees is much higher than CMA fees. That's the same logic. That's a simple logic. We do not do because we know after passing CMA you will want to do CPA, just a matter of time. That's all. Would exams be online or offline? All exams are online. That is why entire teaching test, everything is online. All right. So let me take you through some more details here. Right. I want all of you, those of you who want more information about CMA, I want you to join the WhatsApp group. My colleague will just provide a link of the WhatsApp group. Please join that WhatsApp group because I will be sharing this exclusive 40th edition of the GLIME publication, which will help you know everything about the CMA exam. So it's a CMA exam guide, which we will be sharing with you. We are the exclusive partner with GLIME, and we only have this available with us. Nobody else will ever be able to provide you this document. So I am going to provide you this document, and I'm going to take you through the Indian salary survey. So I'm going to take you through the Indian salary survey. India is there, Middle East is there. So you can talk about Dubai, UAE, about Saudi Arabia. You can talk about opportunities in India. If you want to know about global salary survey, there is a salary survey done for most part of the world. So I'll take you through the global salary survey as well, in case you want to know about it. All right. But please stay till the end and join this WhatsApp group, because we are going to share this CMA exam guide with you. All right. There's one very interesting guide that I have also written that I will want to take you through. So this is the exam guide that I have written very shortly, and this is called the hack doc. Who is this guy behind me? So looks like me. The graphic designer tried to make somebody very similar to me, but I think it has, I'm not sure if it has come out good. Looks good. So this is a CMA hack doc, exam hack doc that I have written for our students, so who are going to write the exam, so that they are able to pass the exam in their first go. So this is a very interesting hack doc that I have written, which will help you pass this exam in your very first go. All right. So I think this photo looks better. And about NorthStar, about let's connect on various channels, and 7 hacks to answer all 100 MCQs. So very, very interesting, wherein you will get a very, very quick idea to pass the exam. Padma, you can share the link, joining link with in the group, because some of the students want to immediately join. We will certainly share the link. CMA exam guide. We'll be sharing this document with you. Very, very interesting document. First, let me take you through Mr. Glime. This is Dr. Glime. This is the founder of the GLIME publication. Unfortunately, he died just last month. He was one of the most recognized teacher also in the US. He has written many books, many books, and is one of the very, very recognized person in the US when it comes to the teaching area. So about the global base salary, it's approximately this much is the average salary of a CMA, but I'll take you through a bigger more bigger survey. All right, what about other details? I'm just taking you through the important areas. You can of course go through the entire document once you get over it. This is the exam structure for CMA. It is a 4-hour exam. All right, and it is 100 questions. It is 4-hour exam and it is 100 questions, 100 MCQ questions. Negative marking? No negative marking at all. There will be 2 case study questions, or what we call it as essay question. All right, so in total you are going to get 100 MCQ questions with no negative marking and 2 case study questions. You get 3 hours to solve this and you get 1 hour to solve this. All right, so total exam will be for 4 hours. What is the entire syllabus? External financial reporting decision. So this is basically accounting. In this, the beauty is that you are going to learn IFRS and you are going to learn US GAAP. You are going to learn IFRS and US GAAP. In CPA only US GAAP is covered. IFRS is not covered. All right, in the new syllabus of CPA. In the old syllabus, IFRS was also covered, but in the new syllabus, IFRS is not covered. But in CMA, it is IFRS is also covered and US GAAP is also covered. So you learn both. Do you need to do diploma in IFRS after this? Answer is not required. You learn about internal control. You learn about technology and analytics here. Very, very exciting area today. You are going to know about or learn in detail about budgeting, forecasting, planning. All these are for the management. You are going to learn about cost management because that's very, very critical when you are working in a manufacturing or a service industry. You are going to learn about performance management. How do you manage the performance of your team? How do you evaluate the performance of your team? How do you see whether they're doing good or not? In part 2, you are going to learn about professional ethics. When you become member of an international, such a premium organization, you need to abide by certain professional ethics, certain code of conduct. You are going to learn in detail about investment decisions. Again, a finance subject. Risk management. Again, not exactly a finance, but again, an operation subject when you are running a business. How much risk is there? How to monitor that risk? How to manage and mitigate that risk? Decision analysis, very, very important area. Very, very important area. Corporate finance, the entire finance and financial statement analysis, one of the very, very complex area, but very, very important area, not just from a managerial position, but also from stock market. If you want to learn how to excel, invest in stock market, if you want to learn about SEBI, about Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, how to identify which company shares you should be investing upon, then this topic is going to be very, very important. So if you break this topic, investment decision analysis, corporate finance, this and risk management, all these are finance papers. All these are finance subject. All right, all these are finance. If you planning, budgeting, forecasting, cost, this is, and these are 3 topics are basically your cost related, costing. All right, management accounting, what you call it. So management accounting and finance, these are external. This is financial reporting. Basically, this is internal control. This is little theory. You can say about something very similar to auditing, something similar to auditing. All right, all these topics are also there in CPA. So you have this in CPA, you have this, you have this, you have internal control, you have this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these are there. Some portion of this is also there in CPA. All right. How about this? So you have this in CPA, this one, this. All these are there in CPA as well. So everything that you are going to learn in this, you are also going to learn in CPA. So is it common syllabus? Answer is yes. And that's why people prefer going to CPA through the CMA route, because it makes the life very easy and it makes them very, very, very confident, because they have already passed something very similar just a while back, which is helping them grow. CPA is just going to be the next milestone. Exam window, I have already taken you through exam window. January, February, September, October, and May, June is the exam window. How about what is the score to pass the exam? 360 out of 500 is the passing percentage to be declared pass in the exam. What is the exam passing percentage? So globally, the passing percentage is approximately 45%. That's a passing percentage globally. What is the cost of doing CMA? So this part I am going to take it now. Now, before I take up this part, two options you have. Option one, do you want me to take up how much investment it requires to do CMA? Or do you want me to take up what are the job opportunities and salary for CMA? Which area do you want me to take up first? Or if you have any question, you're free to ask. Go ahead. All right. So these are the books. These are the books. This is the Glam books. One of the, not one, the oldest, the first book for CMA was written by Glam. The first book for CMA was written by Glam. And you can see this is the thickness of the book. And this is the thickness of the part. Now, which book do you want to study first? You tell me. The one which is this or this? Okay, how do you distinguish? Okay, thin or thick? Let me see. Which one do you choose? The thin or the thick? Which one do you want to study? Study on thin or the thick? Let us have this. Okay, one guy said thick. Rest all are telling thin. Right hand, left hand. I am actually confused which is right hand. My right hand will look like left hand to you. All right. So if you ask me, sir, which one do you? Okay, those who said right and left, you can say top or bottom. I think this is better, top or bottom. So this is better. Now I'll tell you how do I study. All right, whatever I have to study, I first find out which is the smallest topic, which is the smallest topic in a subject. So when I was studying for CPA, so I would just identify which is the smallest topic, which has just only 5 pages, 8 pages, 10 pages. 10 pages, okay, this is the chapter I want to study first. That's how I always study. So I will first compare all the page numbers, which is the smallest, that so that psychologically I tell myself, you know, I finished one chapter. I finished one chapter. Psychology will never ask me, did you finish small chapter or big chapter? It will ask me, did you finish chapter? How many did you finish? So I will tell myself, I finished one chapter, you know, last night. So I'll feel confident. So psychologically, we always want to win. And that is why we always start part 2 first. We always start part 2 first. And this is a part 2 paper. All right, this is a part 2. Can you see there? Part 2, strategic financial management. And this is part 2. What about part 1? Part 1 is a little thicker. And this is part 1. All right, financial planning. So which one should we start with? Like you rightly said, the top one is better to start with. And that's what we also do, play with mind. All right, are these books going to be enough to pass the exam? Answer is 1000% enough. In fact, you don't need to study both the books. Without studying both the books, you will pass. Sir, how? There is where this comes. There is where this comes. All right, there is where this comes. To get a rank, should you write both parts? Answer is in one window, you should write both the parts. From where are you going to get? Like I said, end-to-end support, we are going to give. So can we give part 2 first and later part 1? 100% yes. Otherwise, why will we teach part 2 first? Because there's a logic. Now, let me take you through the investment part of it. Then I'll take you through the exam part of it, through the opportunities part of it. I'll also take you through our website. We are partnered with many corporates, many companies where we work directly to provide placements. There are many alumni who work with many of these companies. I'll take you through that as well. So the entire investment, like I said, is the lowest, is the cheapest compared to all other professional courses in the world. Unfortunately, because of the declining rupee value, these courses, some of these courses which has to be paid in dollar, has become little expensive because of the declining rupee value. Today, rupee value is approximately 75 to 76 rupees per dollar. That is actually hitting these foreign courses a little harder. But one advantage is that after passing this course, if you go abroad and work, you are going to take the double advantage of falling INR value, right? Because, you know, when you earn in dollars, it becomes super good, right? Yes. So I will talk about CPA also. Is there any scholarship program? Answer is we can talk about scholarship. You can talk to our team for scholarship for undergraduates. So there is something for undergraduates, but that is not. But anyways, I will talk to you much more about scholarship then here through our program, because there is a scholarship discount that we were giving, which we call it as combo discount today. All right, so I will talk about that as well. So there are three fees. There are three categories in CMA. One is a student, one is a professional. All right, one is a student, one is a professional. Just give me a moment. Screen is flickering constantly. Let me close this and open it once again. Just give me a moment. Yeah, let's get started. There are three categories. One is a student, one is the professional. All right. Now, student and professional, who are academics? Academics are basically those gentlemen who are university professors or college professors. All right. For a student, the membership fees is $39, and for a professional, the membership fees is $245. All right. Who are students? Student are those who are undergoing undergraduate program or a postgraduate program in any field. All right. They should be actively as an undergraduate or as a postgraduate. Now, next one is CMA program entrance fees. So first part is membership fees. Second part of your fees is entrance fees, which is $188. All right. It's a one-time entrance fees for your lifetime, and you don't need to pay this again. So for a professional, it is $250. Similarly, your exam fees is $311 for each part. All right, $311 for each part, but for a professional, it is $415. So your total CMA exam fees is $849 for a student and $1,325 for a professional. Let me put that in perspective for you. So it is $849 and $1,325. This is an IMA fees. All right, this is an IMA fees which includes your membership fees, your entrance fees, and your exam fees. All right, your exam fees. We at NorthStar, we offer another 2 years of membership to you, which is how much? Which is $39. So 39 into 2, we give additional 2 years membership to you. So why do we give that? Because if you are in the first year or second year or third year, you get little additional time to write the exam. I know you can pass the exam in 8 months, but sometimes some of the students will have college programs and all that. To ensure that you have no uncertainty at all, we add 2 years more membership with you and offer it for $927, whereas it is $1,325 for a professional. Now it is fees for both the parts. It is fees for both the parts included. Now, in addition to this, in addition to the IMA fees, there is one more, which is fee towards GLAM. All right, GLAM software. GLAM software. So basically the fees is towards GLAM software, and in addition to GLAM software, we provide GLAM as a reference book also. All right, so you get a hard copy books. You get a hard copy books for part 1. I've just showed you the books for part 2. These books you can purchase directly also from the GLAM website. So this is the GLAM website, Mega Test Bank, which comes with a software, which is a mobile friendly software. You can use it in laptop, desktop, and plus 2 set of books for part 1 and part 2. The same book which I was just showing you, this is the book that comes for part 1 and part 2, 40th edition, and this is also the 40th edition. So these software along with books comes directly from the US, and it costs $999. Can you buy it on your own? Answer is yes. You can click here and you can buy it on your own. This comes for $999. All right, so these two together is going to be how much? The total investment. But don't worry, I'm going to make it very, very affordable through this webinar, because all of you have come through this webinar. Our pricing for webinar is way different than for a normal retail students. So this is the total cost of doing CMA. If I multiply with 76 rupees per dollar, 76 rupees per dollar, it becomes how much? So let me calculate, but like I said, I'm going to give you a very important and very good bulk discount for this. So it's going to be 1,46,376. 2324 into 76. So it becomes 1,76,624. So this is the total investment that you do in CMA. Your books and your IMA fees, membership fees, entrance fees, and exam fees. All exams will be conducted in India. You don't need to go out either for CMA or for CPA. For none of these exams, you need to go anywhere outside India. All these exams are conducted in India only. So this is the total investment that you are going to do with this is without any coaching. There is no coaching included in this. This is directly you are registering with IMA, and directly you are going to GLAM website without the help of NorthStar. All right, so this is the total investment that you will do without NorthStar. But if you plan to join NorthStar, what is NorthStar going to offer? So NorthStar is going to offer its own books. All right, its own books, test bank or mock tests. What we offer, it's mock test. Next, we are going to offer you our own mobile application. Next, it will be live interactive class. Next, it's going to be a comprehensive training. Next, it is going to be entire courier across India will be on us. For foreign couriers are charged additionally. In fact, foreign students are charged differential pricing. All right, because of course, GLAM and all that abroad cost differently for us. So books, mock test, mobile, live interactive class, comprehensive coaching, courier, your GST, or whatever government charges, and lot more. So all these included it comes 89,900. 89,900. All right, but are we going to charge that much? Answer is no, not at all. We are not going to charge it this much. So total fees becomes 1,46,376 plus 89,900. It's 236,276. Is it very expensive? Answer is yes. You may say it is expensive, but even I thought it is expensive until my wife one day came and said she needs to join her PG program for medical. All right, she needs to join PG program for medical. She's a doctor. All right, so she wanted to join a PG program, and then she came back and she said she needs around 90 lakhs for this program. All right, then I realized this is nothing. This is nothing. That time I realized, when my friend had to join for engineering and he realized that he has to pay 20 lakh as donation, that time I understood that commerce is still considered to be one of the cheapest course. 20 lakh for engineering, that is degree, not even MTech, BTech program. And medical, I'm sure all of you will know. That is why when you go to doctors try to recover this 90 lakh from you only. All right, because he has paid that 90 lakh for the PG program. Anyways, but like I said, we are not going to make it, we are going to give you a bundle discount today. So look carefully. Without NorthStar, this is the fees. Without NorthStar, this is the fees. We are today going to offer a bundle discount on this, and that's going to be crazy. So how much bundle discount for a student? So it's going to be 1,09,376 rupees as bundle discount, and after which it is going to be 1,26,900. This is your course fees going to be. All right. Here for a professional, it is going to be 1,16,624 rupees as discount, and your course fees is going to be 1,49,900. When I say course fees, this is the entire investment that you are going to do. One very important thing that I want you to know here, very important thing that I want you to focus on here is this. Now I'll just minimize the screen little bit. I will just minimize the screen so that you can take home a very important point. Without NorthStar, if you go, you are going to pay this much fees. Without NorthStar, you are going to pay this much fees. Without NorthStar, you are going to pay this much fees. 100%, this much you will have to pay. 100%. So with NorthStar, it is going to be lesser than this. It is going to be lesser than this with NorthStar. So along with NorthStar, along with entire coaching, training, everything, it is still going to be cheaper than if you plan to do CMA without NorthStar support, because NorthStar is a global partner for CMA, and through our bulk students that we enroll, through our bulk student that we negotiate with GLIME and everything, we have been able to make this course much more affordable than for a student to go without NorthStar. Does it include IMA fees? Answer is it includes everything. It includes IMA, it includes GLIME, it includes all NSA offerings. Everything is included here also and here also. Everything is included, and it is lesser than this. Without NorthStar, it is going to be 1,76,624, and with NorthStar, it is still going to be cheaper, 1,49,900. It is still going to be cheaper than this. Is there a placement guarantee? Answer is there is nobody on earth who can give any kind of guarantee. Do you give me a guarantee that you will pass in your first go? You will put your best shot. Exactly like us. we arrange for interview, we arrange everything. If you have answered well, you are going to get the job. If you have not answered well, those are not our companies. We don't own companies, right? So it is not, it's completely how you meet, how you reply or talk in the interview. That's completely for you. All right, so this offer is for the for October 25th batch. October 25th batch. All right, this whatever offer I have told, this offer is for October 25th batch, and this is for 10th of October. So this offer, whatever I have told, this is only for 10th of October. You don't need to pay the entire fees. The only is the application fees that you need to make today. Only application fees is required to be made, which is 10,000 towards applications. This is rupees 10,000 towards applications. All right. In addition to this 10,000, the entire other fees can go for EMI. You can go for an EMI option. EMI does not come with any interest. It's a no interest EMI. It's a no interest EMI. All right, but it comes with one-time processing fees. It comes with one-time processing fees. All right, it's a no cost EMI. It comes with one-time processing fees of 2,500 rupees. All right, it's a one-time processing fees. And do you have to pay IMA every year? Answer is no. Exam fees, membership, entrance fees, all these are paid once in the lifetime. All right, if you want to pay membership fees, you can renew in case you wish to. In case you don't wish to, there is nothing wrong. There is nothing important about it. Once you have passed, you don't need to pay any further fees after that. Once you have passed. So you need to make 10,000, like I said, and remaining fees can be made as an EMI. EMI it's a no cost EMI, and which comes up with 2,500 processing fees only. All right. What about placement training? Do we provide placement training? Answer is yes, we provide placement training so that you can address or you can face that placements very confidently. If you go to our website, there are many companies that our students have been placed at, or there are many companies where our students have joined after passing the exam with us. All right, so we have many students working with many big corporates. We have students who was doing CMA. We did not get them placed, but they were able to crack the interview through our training, and she cracked the interview in which company? In Google. So she very recently cracked the interview in Google, and she was able to and she came back and she said, sir, everything that you have taught, particularly in section A, the interviewer asked all those questions. So will that training help you? Answer is yes. There are many training partners. We are starting with a batch on 25th of October. This is our website. You can go through our website in case you want to know more. There are FAQs, questions as well for this. Those who completed this year, if you have already completed your graduation, then you will be coming under the professional category, unfortunately. This is our CMA USA page. This is our offering for CMA USA, and that's me there. And these are other details about CMA, part 1 details, part 2 details about CMA. There's a hack doc if you want to download. There's syllabus in case you want to know about eligibility, you want to know about passing criteria, you can know through this. Why NorthStar is the #1 for CMA? There are a lot of questions answered here. This is about today's webinar that we were, and there's a falling star because we are NorthStar. So exam fees is only for one attempt. Of course, exam fees is only for one attempt. You have when to have lunch. Do you pay lunch? Will you pay for now for dinner also? Answer is no. You have gone for lunch, you will pay only for lunch, but you can't have dinner again. That is quite obvious. And why do you need to pay the exam fees again? You will pass in one go. Why do you need to pay the exam fees once again? I don't think there is a need for exam fees. Those of you who are quite confident um, about CMA as a career, definitely you can add. If you want to know more about me, you can just go to Google and type M Irfat. You will know who I am. You will get to know, read a lot about who I am. So like I said, not just CMA, I teach CA also. MI classes, there I teach CA also. You can read about me on Quora. There are many students who have written about me on Quora. There are many YouTube videos that I have. You can, those of from CA background, CA Club India, you may know. Twitter, there are there are millions of search about me every day for my review, for my course, for CA final classes, pen drive classes that we offer for faculty, NorthStar coaching, pen drive, a lot of things. So there are a lot of searches about me. If you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, LinkedIn is a very good platform where you can connect with me. You can click on the link and you can connect with me on LinkedIn, where I post very relevant thing. In Quora, I constantly write about a lot of things, about career, about advice, about what opportunities you can look forward to in the world of finance. You can be very benefited by connecting to me on LinkedIn and Quora. All right, so these two are very good profile, good platform to connect. Instagram, I am not a celebrity, but Instagram, I don't post anything about it. But otherwise, in Quora, I keep writing on Quora quite frequently. About salary, let me take you through salary. Any difference in study material for professional? Answer is no. There is no difference in study material at all. It's one and the same. Only the IMA fees is different. So this is about Middle East. This is about Africa and India. So I am only taking you through India salary coverage, because that's important for us today. And this is the salary survey done by IMA for India. So compensation looks very healthy for India, because India recognizes CMA very well. It has one of the highest number of students in India after US. So after US, the second highest number is in India, the third is in China, the fourth is in the Middle East. All right. So India is a very big number of students in India, because we are the rising power of the world. Of course, China is also there, but we are indeed there, right? So these are the salary for an entry level job. These are all salary in dollars for a middle level management, for a senior, for a top level management. For a top level, if you want to grow to the senior and top level management, I would always recommend you adding CPA along with CMA. It is going to be very valuable to you. Adding CPA along with CMA, it's going to be very valuable to you. So this is the salary survey of India. If you want to go to Egypt, salary survey. If you want to go to other countries, salary survey. There's a lot more countries salary survey included here. All right. On an average, with our experience with students, we have seen a student getting somewhere between 4.5 lakh to 6 lakh as salary. So this is the average salary that we have seen freshers getting in companies, and that's a very healthy salary to begin with. It's a very healthy salary to begin with. What should be the mode of teaching? I'm based in Oman. There are many students, Rajesh, from Oman. You will meet many students from Oman in our batch, and it is going to be you can connect with those students. You can form a group, study group with those students. It will help you. So our class timings are universal class timings, which takes care of students from every part of the world. All our classes will be 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. All our classes will be 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Indian Standard Time. All right. So this is the class timings, which is very universal in US, in Canada. It is going to be the morning. In the Middle East, it is going to be 2.5 hours, approximately 2 to 2.5 hours difference. In India, of course, it's 9 p.m. So that's our class timing. Very friendly, so that you can finish your work and attend our classes. You can attend our classes through mobile phone or through your desktop or through your laptop, through tab, through any technology that's as good as mobile phone. So all our classes are going to be thrice a week. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are our classes, and Sunday generally we put up a test for you. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday you study the class. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday you revise the sessions, and Sunday you write a test. Any source for lectures? Answer is all the lectures. All the lectures for part 1 and part 2 will also be provided to you. So all the lectures will be provided to you for part 1 and part 2. All right. So in case you miss out a lecture, you don't have to worry. Entire lectures will be available in your mobile phone as well. All right. So that's all I have for you today. In case I've missed out anything, do connect to me on LinkedIn or on Quora. You can ask your question there. In case you want to talk to the counseling team, you can connect with them on WhatsApp, and they will always be by your side to address all your issues. Whatever fees we have discussed, that is the fees applicable for today. And today we are, all those students who are joining today, you will be getting, in addition to this, you are going to get a case study book. You are going to get 2 case study books for part 1 and part 2. 2 case study books worth 15,000 for free at no cost. Both the case study books are going to be at no cost to you. So you are going to get 2 case study books with approximately 150 case study questions for your studying. 150 CSQ questions for your studying. So this you are going to get it for free for all the registrations done today. All right, so this is all I have today with you. Is laptop required for study? Answer is no. If you have a mobile phone or a tablet, something like this, it is good enough. All right, so is laptop required? Answer is laptop is very, very optional. In case you wish to have, you can. In case you don't, that's up to you. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. In case I have missed out to answer any question, you can ask me. At the last, I would want to tell you, you can download NorthStar Academy mobile application. You can go to Play Store. And download NorthStar Academy mobile application. So just go to Play Store, and you can download NorthStar Academy mobile application from there. And we are coming with iOS version also very shortly. The iOS version, this is a new mobile application that we have just launched, the first one, where NorthStar Academy is written twice. That is the new version of the application. These two are the old version of the application that we are going to discontinue shortly. This is the new version of the application. So you can download this from our Play Store, NorthStar Academy Play Store, and there are, will you be able to attend? There is some basic classes given there. Some basic classes are there. You can experience the basic classes for free, and rest all the other classes are on only for our students. So that's the there is a listing also there, but that listing does not include any books. So the pricing there mentioned is different because that does not include any books at all. It is only videos that is listed there. So you can download. There is a basic class starting from 25th of October. There's a basic class starting from Monday. There's a basic starting from Monday, this Monday. So if you want to attend the basic classes, you can attend the basic classes from this Monday as well. And there is regular classes going to start from 25th of October. So all those who are little need some attention in basics, you can join the classes from Monday, and regular classes will be starting from 25th of October. I'll see you very soon in the class. In case I have missed out any of your questions, sincere apologies, but you can always connect to me and I can address those questions, or my colleague can address those questions separately. Hope all of you got all the information that you were looking for. In case I've missed out anything, do let us know. Do connect on the WhatsApp, and wherein we'll share the very important document. I hope if you enjoyed the webinar, if you enjoyed the session with me, do put a thumbs up and connect with me on LinkedIn, because that's a platform where we professionally connect and remain connected. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Hope it added some value to your life. I'll see you very soon in the class. Till then, bye-bye. Have a great day and take care. Enjoy your Sunday.